Aloha. It has been officially 1 month. I have been living in Hawaii on Maui, and I continue to be an eternal optimist. And I did not plan to wear this shirt, but that's how my day has opened up and unfolded as I was treating myself to some pretty special views and reminders of why I'm here and why I'm so proud of myself for making the choice so the path could be revealed. And I was jogging and having some pretty interesting flashbacks to all the other places that I have jogged all my life. And those moments where I would vividly think about, one day I wonder if I'll be jogging and have a view of the ocean. Or, when I was a little girl, coloring over and over and over and over again a beach scene with a palm tree and the sand and the surf and the waves and the sun, and the frequency of being beachside growing up in California hasn't left my body. And I would always just come back to these visions in my mind. And so as I've shared bits and pieces of my story in this blog, it's really just been a idea in my head of one day when I'm old, I'll live on the beach. And then as I got closer and closer to being older, I was like, wow, I don't know if I want to wait much longer. And also, who cares what age it is or how I'm going to define that by being young or old. It's just, I think maybe this is the time to do this. And so then that became the what if, and then the what if opened all the doors. And I'm here, and here's what's been really cool and what has unfolded. The first week I got here, went through a lot of emotions. Obviously, it was a big move, and I didn't fully respect the magnitude of it. And I just had continuous great appreciation for the support in my life, family and friends, my yoga community, even people that I knew or have known for 5 minutes that had some type of advice or point of view or a heartfelt congratulations or good luck. And even the people that came along the way that questioned my decisions or challenged that pathway and gave me different perspectives to consider. But I got here and I felt that energy, felt that pull. But what was also pulling at me was that you're supposed to be here. And so after getting grounded a little bit in my space and in my mind and my body, and letting my mind and my body kind of speak to me and communicate to me through my intuition, the very next weekend I was here, week 1, got out and used yoga community as my North Star, and I started promoting and networking myself by going to studios and meeting the yoga teachers and the possibilities there, and then going to different resorts and vacation rental spaces and seeing if they needed yoga. Are they offering yoga? What does that look like? And then I found this place called Body and Balance, and one of the teachers there, Steven, I took his yoga sculpt class, and I happened to be wearing my Core Power yoga shirt, and he used to teach at Core Power. And so one thing led to another, and all these doors started opening. And so this weekend I officially taught my first yoga class yesterday at Body and Balance. And it was an opportunity for me to step in as a sub and just come in, and didn't have time to plan a class, didn't even have a playlist, just showed up and made it happen. And that felt amazing. And I got the 3 lovely ladies that took the class were so open and receiving and want to know more about when I'll be teaching, which obviously is the best thing you can hope for as a yoga teacher. And meanwhile, I am subbing again today on this Sunday, which is exactly 1 month that I've been on Maui, and looking forward to teaching at Body and Balance Tuesdays, 5 p.m. to start, and building also the opportunity I have at the Montage, so I can officially share that I have been hired to join their team as a yoga teacher. And so I will be building out my schedule with them over the next couple weeks. And things are just falling into place, and it's been 1 month, and I feel like I have been able to accomplish a lot, but it is because it didn't feel like a lot, but I accomplished a lot because of the work and the choices and the experiences I've had before. So when I go back to jogging this morning, and I'm thinking, of course, like I would choose to jog here. I had this amazing view of the ocean the whole time, and it's overwhelming and beautiful and special and such a gift. But it's not a grass is greener situation. I've arrived, because when I first started jogging and thinking about health and wellness in my early 20s, and even when I was a young mom and I would put Tyler into the stroller and romp around the suburban neighborhood and all you saw was houses, those moments, there was still something I was learning, growing, and appreciating then, and dreams and possibilities were still a part of me. And now that I've gotten into a space where I've dreamed about something and it's literally come true, I am in awe of it. Because there are definitely times when I have wished for something and hoped for something and sort of tried to control it. And then you create expectations, and expectations is sometimes, that's a hard journey, because you can tell yourself you think it needs to be a certain way, and then it's not, and you can have an incredible letdown, you can be disappointed, you can feel like you failed. And so over time, especially through yoga, I've learned to, have hopes and intentions and, wish and dream for things, but be okay if they don't turn out exactly like you think they should, because they're going to turn out the way that they're supposed to. And sometimes that is a good thing, and sometimes it's a challenging thing that turns you upside down, and it's a life lesson, and you learn, and then you get to the next thing. So it's really been powerful for me, y'all, to share that so many of the life lessons that have led to this moment have unfolded with gifts that I am receiving right now, that in so many times I have shared in my yoga classes, and now I'm sharing my own advice, if you will, because so much of what I taught you as my yoga students is things that I also needed to hear myself, which is you are worthy of the abundance the universe wants to offer you. And there is an infinite source of abundance within ourselves and the universe, and it wants to give it to you, right? You showing up to be your most authentic, highest and best self is the way for the universe to reward you and to give you what you're worthy of receiving. But you have to do the work of discovering who you are. You've got to show up. You've got to be willing to try to face fears. You've got to be willing to do things that are difficult and uncomfortable sometimes. And you'll find those beautiful moments where things are just flowing. You're in flow state, you're at ease, you're in harmony, and it comes and goes. It's up and down. Life is a roller coaster. And so you do the work, and then the work starts to do it for you. And it's really cool. It's really awesome. And maybe you have had these experiences in your life already. I've had many moments, and they have been short and sweet, or they've been special, but this is probably the biggest thing that I've ever been able to leap into and have the net appear and not feel like I was going to crash and burn, and not feel like I was going to break myself, and not feel like I was going to set expectations that were impossible. But I come with great appreciation, gratitude that I'm in a space right now of discovery, and I'm in a space to receive. I'm in a space to be open to this abundance, and I'm worthy of it. And I share this for myself because I want you to also say it to yourself. You are worthy of it. There's this relationship in my mind that's changing around success, around finances, around abundance, especially as I get to a place in my life where I'm starting to think about, the retirement years that are ahead of me, and the work that I haven't done to prepare myself for that now as I'm in my mid 40s. And those things start to become more real when you get to this part, or at least they're becoming more real for me in this season of my life. And I'm working on changing the dialogue. I'm working on changing the paradigm around success, and I'm shifting that to accomplishment. I'm shifting that to what makes me feel deeply fulfilled and purposeful. And the financial reward, the richness is that your lifestyle is supporting you and that you have what you need. And I'm working on that, so that feels good. I definitely had a bit of a hiccup financially to make this journey happen. And yeah, of course, we see dollar signs on a lot of things in life. We see dollar signs on a lot of things that we put on a pedestal, or that we consider luxurious, or upper echelon, or expensive, if you will. But we can change that dialogue in our head. You can change the value of what that means to you, because if something is valuable to you and you're worth it, and you're worth receiving it, then the dollar signs don't matter. So I end my 1 month blog update with just a space of being open, feeling worthy, joyful, optimistic, and I send that out to you all as well. And now that I've officially arrived into 1 month, just gonna let my blog happen organically from here. When I have thought bubbles that come up and I feel that deep gut desire that I need to share this idea or this thought, sometimes the things that come to my mind that I'm like, I need to share this, I question it. But I'm gonna stop questioning and I'll really trust that intuition, because that intuition is what got me here. So, sending out love, light, peace, kindness to you all. Thanks for following along. Share any thoughts or questions you have as well. What journey are you on? What big leaps are you thinking about taking in your life? What dreams do you want to come true? And are you ready to change the relationship around expectations of what those dreams are? So send over your thoughts. Love to hear from you. Mahalo, and sending you some aloha spirit. Namaste.